Up, Whatty Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Hunter x Hunter chapter 376. And last chapter was really interesting. So, first of all, Verge became extremely thirsty for Biscuit in her true form, which I thought was fucking hilarious. But we actually learned the fate of room 1013, that 1013 is in a separate dimension, which I thought was really cool. Anyway, let's get to chapter 376 and see what happens next. I am extremely sorry to inform you that we cannot grant you an audience with His Royal Majesty. Please just wait until the next banquet. It's going to be too late by then. That's why I bothered coming here like this in the first place. And this chapter is titled Determination. Well then, can you at least give Father this letter for me? Prince Hockenberg is currently in negotiations with the guard by the gate of the, hold on a second. I'm trying to think of the, VV, like, I'm thinking it's 57th passage, but the 57th, fucking A. I just trying to think by Roman numerals, because that's what I think it is. Fuck! Of the 11th passage, or some shit like that. I am just really tired, okay? I stayed up till like 5 in the morning. I'm really exhausted. So leave me alone if I fuck shit up right now. The most I can do is pass this letter along to the Grand Chamberlain, Sir Moshi. Oh, fuck, no, it'd be the 11th passage. Fuck, what is wrong with me and my Roman numerals? I usually am good with my Roman numerals. Fuck, whatever. The most I can do is pass this letter along to the Grand Chamberlain, Sir Morishi. And by the way, those Roman numerals are written wrong, but what it should be like... Fucking A. No, it should be 12. It should be 12. God, that's driving me nuts. I don't know why I'm letting Roman numerals bother me right now. But God, those Roman numerals are just driving me nuts. Ugh. The most I can do is pass this letter along to the Grand Chamberlain, Sir Morishi. Though I still think it best if you gave him the letter yourself at the next banquet. Let it reach Father. But... You dumbass, you don't understand! Like, I want to punch his guard in the face. Seriously. I'll be back tomorrow with another letter. And until you let me meet Father, I'll keep coming back day after day, again and again. Good for you, man. Good for you, Prince Hockenberg. I am proud of you. I would be doing the same thing, because this is some bullshit. After being shot at by first Prince's private guard Musi, second Prince Camille then simply retaliated in self-defense. Afterwards, she gave chase to the fleeing Muse, only to be met with the first Prince's private guard, Yurikov, and the first Queen's family guard, Fulf. When she ended up at gunpoint, she felt that her life was in danger, which was why she was forced to fire back. Oh, so we have due process going on here. This is pretty interesting because usually with the monarchy, we really don't have due process with the monarchy. So this is interesting that we get a monarchy here. And we have lawyers. This is amazing. We got due process with a monarchy. Like, this is something extremely rare for a monarchy. So Tagashi, I gotta give you props for this, man. Therefore, this case comes down to a simple matter of justified self-defense. We demand the first prince and his first... Oh my God, I am sorry, guys. Ugh. I am so behind today because I have a bad case of the procrastination and the lazies because I just did not want to get up today. I really don't. I really didn't, but fuck, I did it. And his personal guard hand over the Muse for his, the attempted assassination of the second prince. And we hereby indict the first prince himself as the one who ordered the assassination. You know what? Good on you, lawyer. But you know what? You know who wins in the end of this? And I'm very curious. I'm extremely curious how much these lawyers are getting paid because we all know who wins at the end. It's the lawyers. Objection! Spraying off 10 rounds at first Prince Benjamin, who himself was unarmed and not resisting, was clearly excessive. And furthermore, we are not sheltering Muse. Then we request the search of the first prince's residential quarters. Your Honor, we also request a search of the second prince's residential quarters. Very well, I shall put in a request for the royal army to search both quarters. Until we are able to confirm Muse's whereabouts, both princes shall be confirmed to the VVIP area and placed under surveillance. You may have your usual security detail attached to you, but when you're going outside, you will be You'll be under the observation of someone appointed by me. Court is adjourned. Unfortunately, she managed to evade arrest. It does not matter. Muse's owl sees through all. No matter where she may go or what she may do, I've got my eye on her. Oh god, that's so creepy! Third day, 10:05 a.m. God, this feels like the fucking longest trip ever! Three outside. Close the door to the living room and none of you move. Bill, close the door to the bedroom and don't open it until I'm there. It's the same culprit. Wuhan was attacked the moment he entered the toilet. Oh my god! Okay, Wuhan, like, the way Wuhan looks right now, you have to admit, it kind of looks the way that Cell, remember that scene when Cell sucked the life force out of his victims? That's what it kind of looks like right now. And it is really, 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 really gross. It is nasty! So it's possible for them to observe and give orders from afar. It must be a manipulator. God, it's so gross. Again, is everything all right? Please stay there. The criminal is clearly targeting people who cannot use Nen. As long as you're with me, you'll be safe. In the mere 10 seconds since we heard him scream, he'd completely dried up. With him being taken by surprise, he likely had no means of resisting at all without access to Nen. It's gone. I don't see it anywhere. It shouldn't be so small that it could escape through the vents. Well, remember there was those little Nen bugs. That little parasitic Nen, which we haven't seen since. And I really am disappointed. I really want to see more parasitic Nen. I want to explore that more, Takashi. Remember those parasitic Nen? Yeah, that little parasitic Nen could get through the vents, but whatever. The user most likely releases Nen. We need, more importantly, we need to give an explanation in the living room. About what? In this situation, it wouldn't be strange at all for people to think we might be involved with what happened. That has happened until now. Has seemingly happened to our benefit, especially Muhan, who I just had an altercation with the other day. And by the way, I'm so happy that I get to see my sweet Kurapika. I love him. I'm just so fucking annoyed because there's an Ichiban of Kurapika. It is a rare Ichiban of Kurapika that I've been dying to get my hands on. It's on eBay, but I can't get it because I have no money and it's killing me. I want it so bad because I want to use it in my live reactions. It's not fair. Life is not fair. God, my life is fucking unfair right now. I hate my life right now. And I think that's part of the reason why I'm sleeping so much, because I'm fucking depressed. But that's a whole different story. That's a whole separate video of why I'm depressed. But God damn it. Let me get back to this live reaction here. This sells it. This whole lectures and information about Nen is just a bunch of sweet talk to lure us all in. Oh, you think so, buddy? And then they plot to kill us off one by one. You know what? I gotta tell you, this is really... I talked about this earlier in Black Clover Cut Control. God, this is really making me think about Cut Control. It really is. It's just a lot of bills in general. Fuck, you could compare it to a lot of political bullshit. Sweet talk to just get you in. But it ends up being a load of fucking bullshit. That's what it is. It's just, I know it's weird that I'm comparing this to politics right now, but in all reality, that's what a lot of the shit that's going on here, this whole succession war, is political bullshit. It really is. Just give me a second here. My thing is being fucking stupid. Speaking of bullshit, my computer's... Popo, stop being bullshit. Oh, let me do this. Let's flip. Ha. But what I mean by, the whole gun control being just a bunch of sweet talk to lure us all in, I mean, you have these, in the case of right now, we have all these fucking 16-year-olds, and yes, I know they're goddamn victims, but from what I'm hearing, they weren't even the fucking freshman building when this shit happened, so they're just milking this for all it's worth. And they're just being used as goddamn puppets to sweet talk you into something, and to blaming an inanimate object for the real problem. I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna I'm gonna do a fucking video on my fucking story on mental health, because I'm getting really sick of seeing this bullshit. But that is a completely different story. Hold on a second. Here we go. I thought it sounded too good to be true from the get-go, so it was all a lie? Please wait, everything I said about Nen is true. But the difference between the Nen and stuff and, the bullshit Trump says is that what Karapika says is actually true, and Karapika is sexy as fuck, and Trump is not. Nen is true. This is by no means a conspiracy on our part. Okay, these motherfuckers think that this is a tin hat time. This is not tinfoil hat time. You're planning to continue the lessons and slowly whittle through our numbers. And if your classes do end, then you'll just sweep it all under the rug and pretend you had nothing to do with it. We need to call the Royal Army immediately. It's obvious which of us the judge will side with on this matter after all. It's true. Their side is much more logical, and they have more than enough circumstantial evidence. Even with royal privilege, this is a worst-case scenario. At this rate, we could all be arrested along with the Queen and Prince. We cannot allow them to call the Royal Army here like this. I have to convince them to continue with the lecture somehow. Excuse me, if I may say something. Oh, it's this motherfucker! Oh, let's see. Coming into the enemy's territory and then going into the bathroom, don't you think that was too careless? The first incident with Bergen was certainly an ambush, but I think this incident here was simply negligence. First off, the lecture only lasts 2 to 3 hours for 3 hours. For that period, it's not too much for us to be by the book security guards and be alert and vigilant, is it? We've already split into 3 groups, so if each of us looks out for one another and act together, there's no way this type of attack will be able to work on us, right? I've heard that you have I've heard what you have to say, but unfortunately, we do not fully trust your members of the Hunter Association at face value. Oh? There are rumors that you have infiltrated the succession contest to try to worm your way into the inner circle of Kakin. And you know what they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. I see. So what you're saying is that apart from being a battle among the princes, the succession war is also a battle amongst those employed by it to vie for position? Well done on that. You know, I gotta say, he's kind of not wrong. They're trying to get into the inner circle of Kakin for a different reason, though. At least Karapika is. Because he's trying to find the eyes of his brethren. That's the whole fucking purpose of this shit. That's the whole purpose of Karapika even being here. So, in a way, he's not wrong. The rumors are somewhat not wrong. That holds absolutely no interest or relation to us hunters. We hunters work to our fullest ability to complete our current job, and once it's done, we move on to the next. As far as this Nen training is concerned, your job is over already, isn't it? You already know about Nen. Now that Barajin is dead, what reason do you have to still be here? Gathering information on the other princes' defenses is a very vital task. Besides, I'm under the Queen's orders. Can you even hear what you're saying anymore? Spouting off random claims without even thinking them all the way through like that? Oh my god! I've got to say this right now. This line right here is what I have to say to all you motherfuckers on Twitter. Seriously! Some of the tweets I see are exactly this. Can you even hear can you even see what you're tweeting anymore? Spouting off random claims without even thinking them all the way through like that. Seriously, I had to say that because that is just driving me nuts. Not one of sorry, that's just been bugging the fuck out of me the last few weeks. Whew. Not one of us humble servants loyally carrying out our queen's and prince's orders are raising up a fuss and trying to quit on our jobs. So if you want to quit so badly, then why don't you just quit on your own? Stop trying to take everyone else with you. If you want to call the royal army, then just request they come and collect the body. But if you all plan to indict 8th Queen Oito and your bodyguards, then I'll indict everyone here on the same thing. Oh! Oh, that was just awesome! Woo! If these lectures stop, then we'll fail our missions. The criminal will have escaped, and we'll lose our chance to possibly do something useful. God! I gotta tell you, this is something that Jen would have said. And if you don't know who Jen is, you fucking should. Jen is the slickest motherfucker ever. He is from Dr. Stone, and he has a silver tongue, and he is just amazing. He is a slick-ass motherfucker. I'm telling you, go read Dr. Stone just for Asagiri Jen. He is definitely worth it. Besides Senku, Asagiri Jen is just goddamn amazing. As long as there are people that want to continue, I believe the lecture should proceed as scheduled, but the ones that will decide are you. God, this is just making me think of Jen right now. Lorente, come here a moment. You sure this is going to be okay? They're going to suspect us anyway. It doesn't matter. Thanks to you, we'll be able to continue with the lectures. I'm grateful. No need to thank me. Besides, there's something I need your help with as well. Can I borrow you for about 10 minutes? Oh, sorry. Can I borrow Bill for about 10 minutes? Let's see what he's gonna. Let's go see what he used Bill for. I see, it's worth a shot. Yes, it may be one-sided communication, but I thought I might be able to give information to them in room 1013 this way. Ooh! That's a thought. But if I stood in front of the door by myself, it wouldn't be good, would it? I'd stand out like a sore thumb. So then you want to pretend to be talking to Bill while you give information through the door. Hanzo has returned to the room, but due to special circumstances, I don't know if I'm able to return myself. Isn't 13 Prince Miriam's Nembeast is inside the empty room? So I've heard. If the need arises, I'll try making contact with it, but for now I'd like to prioritize this dimension. I think the 13th Prince's Nembeast's ability to create like the separate dimension has got to be one of the coolest things ever. Like, what other Nembeast can do that? That's just awesome. I want to buy as much time as possible to save as many princes as I can. And for that, I need the lectures to continue as well. That's why I'm staying here. 10 minutes, right? Thank you. You know what? I gotta tell you, Tagashi. I gotta give you props. Like, I really love what he's done in this arc with the different Nembeast, not only the Nembeast designs, but their abilities. I love that each Nembeast is different and they're not the same. It's really, really smart. So now we're in room 1010. Melody, come here a second. You get to see more Melody. Yes, ma'am. Help me with my studies. Huh? What? You gonna say it's pointless since I'm going to die anyway? No, not at all. It's fine, I know. I know best of all just how true it is, but I'm a bit of a contrarian, so I always get motivated in situations like this. You're the next youngest in this room after me, which means you're the closest to being a fellow student, right? The sound. Is it a mosquito? No, she's sending, Morse code. By the way, what's your best subject? Can you hear me? If so, answer, music. Dude! Her heart is, that is awesome! Studying wasn't exactly my strongest suit, but I guess I'd have to say music. What? Are you trying to pick a fight with me? Does it look like I called you over here to study music? Never mind, I'll do it myself. Get out of here, go! I'm sorry, pardon me. Kitchen cupboard, bottom left corner, deep inside. That's so cool that she used her heartbeat to communicate with Valdi via Morse code. That's so cool! Ooh, adults can't see it. Speak in secret using mosquito sounds. She really thought this through. All in order to survive. Woo! I will save her no matter what. Another one dropped out of the sky this morning. At a glance, there seems to be nothing out of the ordinary at all with them. But assuming these were created by the Nem Beast, with your experience, what kind of effect or ability would you suppose they have? For conjured objects, they are generally broken down into broad categories of effects. Ooh, we're gonna learn about the conjured objects now. The first is producing an effect that works the same as a real tool or weapon. The other is a supernatural effect. Well, we kind of knew that with the chains, with Kurapika's chains. But the other is a supernatural effect that would only be possible through Nen. As far as my research has gone, there exists no objects with the same design. Therefore, it is not the former, which means it is likely a kind of catalyst that produces supernatural effects upon fulfilling certain conditions. Which is the same with Kurapika's, the chain, judgment chain, the one on his heart, around his heart. So this is going to be interesting to see what conditions surround the coins. I can't wait to see what that is. Third Prince Zhang lays Guardian Spirit Beast, a composite conjurer type ability that activates multiple abilities upon satisfying multiple conditions. When the owner of the coin satisfies the conditions, multiple abilities shall be invoked. So we don't even know what the abilities are. Like, that's, oh man, when the conditions are satisfied, that's going to be so interesting to see what happens. So in other words, you don't know anything about it either. Fourth day, Wednesday, late night. Woo, we're moving really fast. It appeared. I get it now. This magic only works once a day. Now that I think about it, I was pretty wiped out when I came back from the tunnel yesterday. Where should I try going today? I got lucky that Kachin happened to be on her bed yesterday, but if one of her bodyguards had seen me, that would have been bad news. And more importantly, can I really go anywhere with this? If perhaps it can even take me off this boat, then I can go together with Kachin. So, I need to investigate this further. First I need to find out if my theory is right and I can really only use it once a day. And if so, can I use it again as soon as the day changes, or does it need to be 24 hours? How far can I travel with it? How many people can it take? Does a door appear in the location it takes me to? Is it possible to have the place you come back be different from the place you left from? Once the door appears, how long will it stay around without you using it? Once I leave the door, I don't even know if I'll be able to get back from where I came from. Can I turn back halfway once I've entered the tunnel? Can I change my destination while I'm on the way there? There's so many things I need to figure out still. I can't waste even one single chance. I need to carefully think this through to get the most efficient use of my investigations. First off, I'll confirm if I can enter back through the exit, and if it's possible to change the location of the entrance from the exit side. If the worst should happen and I'm not able to return, I'll set the exit to this room just to be sure for now. The place I want to go to is right next to the entrance. The door isn't appearing. It's not opening. Its appearance hasn't changed at all. Could it be a one-way street from the entrance? Or maybe the exit appears as soon as I open the entrance. Let the investigation commence. With my magic, I will save Kachin. So, we're now in room 1004. Muhan was killed? Yes. The killer was a Nen user. The assassin was likely one of the 21 people in room 1014. So far, the killings have only been carried out during the lectures, but we can't say if it was one of Prince Wobel's people or someone else. Should I still continue participating in the lectures? What do you think? If someone without the ability to use Nen is targeted, they're as good as dead, though there are ways to avoid being targeted in the first place. Prince Wobel's side has claimed that they can teach Nen in 2 weeks, so I think regardless if that's true or not, we should continue until then. I see. This is just my impression of him, but I don't think their bodyguard's leader, Karapika, is lying. Well, no fucking shit! Karapika ain't lying! The Hunters Association members' goals are to guard the princes until we reach the new continent. In other words, they want to do all they can to prevent assassinations until then. Therefore, it is likely enough to believe they are trying to create a stalemate by leveling the playing field and teaching everyone Nen. Oh my god! I'm so goddamn tired. Excuse me. For the most part, I agree. Are you prepared then if you choose to continue? What do you mean? Let's see. Hold on a second. Here we go. There's a Nen user with the type of ability that can control people, right? This active teaching may be a condition for activating that very ability. I knew it! I fucking knew it! How terrifying. One of the most important skills to have in a Nen battle is the ability to be able to consider every single possibility. And he's already doing it with more speed and depth than I can. And I think I know what I know what he's referring to. Not Karapika. He's referring to parasitic Nen, because we saw that earlier. This wound is also probably one of the required conditions for the Prince's Nen Beast. If you do intend to continue, then on the last day of training when you come back here, regardless if the Nen training was real or not, you will need to bring a gift to prove you are innocent and still of sound mind. Understood, I will continue. Just 11 days left. There's still enough time to teach the Prince Zetsu. Theta, yes sir. I should be ready now, no? For that water divination thing? Not yet. If you fill your head with needless information, it could be counterproductive. Of course, it's always best to find out as soon as possible. Come on, my talent is seriously sick, isn't it? It's fine, you don't need to hold my hand the whole way like that. Let's just take the shortest route. Or shortest route, excuse me. If you know your opponent's type, then it's easier to prepare countermeasures. Fine, but I did warn you. Uh-oh, Prince, you might have gone too fast. Woo! Ah, this reeks. What the hell is this? I've never seen anything like this. A specialist and a seriously sinister looking one at that. Woo! Everything about this man is completely out of the norm. So, because the water divination showed it was a stinky, it was not only colored, it stunk. And, oh no! The prince is an evil specialist. Oh! This is gonna get really interesting. Tagashi, I am really liking this direction we're going in. Woo, this chapter, like, I swear, Hunter x Hunter keeps getting better and better. Yes, there's a lot of dialogue. I know, there's not a lot of action going on. There's a lot of dialogue, but the thing is I like it. I like this direction it's going in. Because the thing is that what Hunter x Hunter's doing is very similar to what what Magi was doing, but what Kingdom was doing just prior to the current arc, where we're at the Shikai Plains / the war with Zhao, where it was just a political. We were just doing this political battle. That's what's going on here right now in the current arc of Hunter x Hunter, and I really like it because it's a lot of mental strategy that's going on here. It's really awesome. And I know a lot of people are probably like, God, this is fucking boring. But the thing is that this is what makes like a lot of manga really good sometimes, is when you have like these political arcs like this not just political, strategical arcs, like mental/political strategical arcs like this, because it really makes you think about shit, like about what more than just what's on the surface of the pages dialogue wise. And I really like how Togashi is really thinking about it. It's really interesting. I really am enjoying this arc. I'm really glad that there's not a lot of action going on. I really like the Morse code that we got going on here with Melody. I thought that was really ingenious. And Kachin, between Melody and Kachin, I thought that was really cool. But I think overall, this arc has just been really interesting. I can't wait, like, when shit hits the fan, and it is going to really hit the fan between the shit with the spiders going on, when they find Hisoka, that shit is gonna go, when that shit goes down, it's gonna be fucking crazy. Then you got the shit going down with some of the princes discovering their Nembis abilities. When that shit hits the fan, woo, that's gonna hit and the princes actually attack each other with their Nembis abilities after they discover, what their abilities are, especially like the conditions of the abilities. When that shit hits the fan, whoo, that's gonna be just insane. And then you have what was the other thing I was thinking about? Shit. Like, you just have, and then you have like this prince in particular, discovering he's a specialist. Ooh, once he starts using it, and once he starts, once Theta starts training him in his specialist abilities, like, dude, I'm telling you, Togashi is building this up to really hit the to really be like a fucking all-out brawl. This is gonna be intense as fuck, and this is all gonna happen before we hit the Dark Continent. It's gonna be fan-fucking-tastic. I can't wait. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What did you guys think of this chapter? What are you guys thinking of this arc so far? I am really enjoying this arc, because I know a lot of you guys are like, God, this is boring as shit. But to me, I really like this strategy that's going on. It's really thought out, and I really like it. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to my channel expansion, there's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my PayPal, Patreon, or my GoFundMe, or purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, or friend me on PlayStation Network. All that's in the description box below as well. And until next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later. Bye!